Get it? Manage. All right, guys, that's it. That's it. Yo, what's going on, man? Climbing fast. Hey, how's the hey, like I was saying, man, business before play, man. So you gotta get rest, you gotta get studies going, man. Do that first, man. This will be around. If not, this unless you can make a career out of this first, man, like I wouldn't even worry about this. You know, this is something to take away stress. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really, you know, your debate stuff is first. You know, schooling and stuff. You know what I mean? So, at least your priorities are straight. You know. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What are your what are some of the points that you learned that you could probably do better for next time that you can probably debate a little bit better so you can probably get a little bit better and maybe the finals. Okay. Uh, I tell you what, man. From what I learned, it's always better to create your own, to kind of stunt people so they can't really come back at it. You know, try to hit them with something so they have no way of actually creating a rebuttal to uh, your um, sorry, I had I stutter sometimes, so it's kind of hard. So I need to concentrate a little bit. Um, yeah, try to create good questions for yourself. So therefore, it's hard for them to come back with a rebuttal. So therefore, because when you practice cases and stuff like that, it's good and all, but then that means they have time to prepare, and then that means create um, they can create rebuttals. Yeesh. Yeah, the objective morality is based on objective morality. Okay, yeah. So countering those type of arguments are a bit antiquated, but at the same time, you can always create a way to stump somebody if you can create. How do I put this? I haven't done this in a while. Oh man. Let me see. How would I get? I did a little debate. So let's say, well, what you could do is you could try to simplify it, and then therefore throw their their. A lot of times when you have people that want to objectify and then convolute things, if you simplify something and bring it down to the base, uh, for instance, like if I were to say there's this book and uh, it exists, but in our but objectively, you could say that book doesn't exist because the reality is that your perception is that the book is objectively that it exists within the planes of our existence, which therefore contradict the uh, basis of shit. Come on now. I had it. Come on now. You kind of get what I'm trying to say. Like if you kind of use a basic topic, if you kind of use a basic thing to kind of like confuse the person, stump them, and then you counter their argument in a way that confuses them to throw them off topic, so you can slam them with your argument to push them back, so you can overall win the debate. It's a way to. It's a way to get the high ground. Like think of it like a battle of war. Like that's all debate is. Whoever gets the high ground wins, right? So using simplicity is not using simplicity sometimes may always fit. Because sometimes people want to overcomplicate things, and sometimes the simplest way may be the way that may be. Okay, let's put it like this. I'm sorry if it sounds. I'm trying to prevent from stuttering. Okay. Sometimes a straight line is the quickest way to point A to point B. But but if there is a detour because there's construction in the road, you may just have to make that right turn and go around that mountain. So what I mean by that is, what I mean by that is I'm gonna tie it in. Yeah, yeah, I kind of, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't. I'm not. I don't dwell in it that. I don't dwell in it that much anymore because like I always as a when I was a little bit younger like I always used to I really never really had comebacks when I was a kid, right? So I always used to get picked on, and I'm not a bully story or whatever. I'm one of the kids that grew up where sticks and stones made you stronger. Like these microaggressions now, it doesn't bother me. I don't get offended easy. It made me tougher over that. So, but the things about it is, um, what debating is. It's like I think of like war, and that's why I like games like card games and battle games, all this stuff. If you get the high ground, something a lot of times people can't. A lot of times people's aggressions and emotional. I'll tell you a little trick in a debate. If you can get somebody emotional, you automatically win. And the reason is because once that person is emotional, therefore they cannot think rationally, therefore they cannot think properly. So as long as you're cool, that means you're always on the high ground. That means you're always able to think calmly and collectively and stay on point, and therefore keep the debate in your corner as long as you have the tools you need to keep progressing in the way. Now, whether you're a fan of the president or not, I'm not really into politics. Look at some of his debates. Um, Look at some of the previous president debates. I know you've probably done this, but one of the previous debates I would like you to look at in some of these caucus debates is one of look at the last Donald Trump and versus Hillary Clinton debate before before the election, and just how how the debate turned in either one's favor. See what happened. What happened and the reason I want you to watch 5 or 10 minutes of that is look at what happened when they got emotional and study that part. Just that part, just 5 or 10 minutes. Like fast forward to all the BS, right? 5 or 10 minutes, man. Go on YouTube, just type in Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton caucus or debate, right? And fast forward to where, yeah, like, and the reason I say that is the reason I say study those, because that's the most heated debate I can think of right now. I would say look at like Obama versus um, who's he running against? I can't remember who Obama was running against, but in a lot of the Obama's debates, how cool and collected he was. That's why he won the presidency. Because you never really saw Obama like never really saw Obama like his you never really saw him get emotional. Like he always paused for a second, left himself, and pushed forth something. I can't remember a lot of his debates because I watched a lot of them, but I can't remember the ones where they got heated and he stayed so cool. Like you're like, wow, like what the hell? Like, I would have got upset with that, but you're like, he's saying cool. You know what I mean? Like if you're putting yourself in the shoes or whatever. But like that'll help you out in the biggest run. What I'm saying is learn from people that can stay calm and collected and take that upon yourself. Especially if you know your temperament. As you get older in life, you'll start to learn your temperament. And as you learn your temperament, yeah, like if you can learn your temperament, you like personally learn your temperament. Like I know I get irritated when people lie and people deceive or don't keep their word. Those are my pet peeves. But I've learned to stay cool in those selections for the most part, right? So, and I learned that if I can stay cool in those times of of trying, in those times of trying, that I usually end up with a better outcome than if I get emotional or I get rattled. Does that make more sense? So that's what one thing debates can teach you, and it helps you throughout life. A lot of times people say debate doesn't doesn't help you throughout life, but it actually can help with now personally when it comes like I can't really debate women, and I'm not saying this for chauvinist reasons, but the reason is I get befuddled. Like, like excuse me, outside of a personal setting, oh, I can debate in a personal setting. I can debate a woman all day, left or right. But see that women don't fight fair. Like in personal life, I'm just being funny. You know what I mean? Being realistic. Because they'll bring up shit from like years and years down the past. What about motherfucker when you went and you left the toilet seat up? But what does that have to do with right now me cooking dinner for you? You left the toilet seat up, and I fell in, and like I had to go wipe myself and take a shower. I'm like, but that doesn't have nothing to do with the fact that I'm cooking dinner right now. You get what I'm saying? Like in real life, like women don't fight that. So, but in a personal setting, like you can debate a woman all day long because they can't really bring that shit up. Because but you see that in real life though. But like in these debates, like if you notice how some of the and I'm not being shown this, but if you notice how some of these candidates, they'll bring up shit from people's past and they'll try to rattle these candidates. Like, and I'm not even talking. I'm talking about male or female, but if you notice how people stay calm and collected. Prime example, when the candidates for Obama's birth certificate were bringing up Obama's birth certificate and how he stayed cool, calm, and collected with it the whole time. Like he just kept it going, kept it smooth, and he just kept going with it, or what have you, and stayed on topic. Like it wasn't like he was dodging the questions. He was just like, he just kept, you know what I mean? He just kept flowing with it, right? So, and that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times people try to use emotion to rattle you. So you'll start to learn that more. Or probably already haven't learned that more in real life too. People try and rattle you as you um, I don't have a lot of these questions here. Alright, yeah, back to what I was saying. So you kind of understand what I was saying, Joey? I don't know. I don't have him a level 80 though. I don't have her. But she's that strong. No. What I'm saying is use that as a weapon. What you need to do is you need to hear it to, I'm not saying play dirty, but I'm saying you need to utilize whatever means necessary. Here to debate who gets the upper hand. So, you notice a person is very heated or passionate when they're speaking debates. They're talking about economic physics, and they're talking about how the sums of the economy therefore falter on the latest rate of how society, how the income of the corporation therefore outweighs the common citizen. Therefore, they get really passionate about that. But what you do is throw a curveball, throw a simplistic curveball. Well, I see it as that the corporations may be a good thing for the lower stated. Just a random BS line, right? And you back that up with logic, kind of steer the debate in your way, so people can kind of get a little mixed, like little bit in. But what you do with that is you back that up to steer the debate in your way. Like even if you say, like even you use our side with corporations, are a bit what drives the economy forward, and therefore drives the economy forward. Even if it does squash the middleman therefore causing which therefore causes causes corporations, and therefore our economy, therefore boom, causes. So what? We have tons and tons of cogs, therefore throwing the machine. And you follow that up, and then therefore when your time runs out, and then people can get like, well, how can you say that, that the little men are cogs in the machine, and so you see what happens when that happens, and then what you can do is you can steer the debate back to where you want to, because you're like, aha, and hit a button. So you say, well, to further my point is, the cogs in the machine, therefore, maybe you get all you stay cool, calm, and collected. See what I mean? Yes, 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 yes. What that does is allows you to stay with the upper hand in the debate. That's what I mean. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Therefore, so it doesn't cause you to lose the debate. But what it does is it also brings the debate into your field, so you can be like, got him. All right, let's bring this on in, because I have all the information I need, because I have the information to back this up. Therefore, they're on their emotional strand, so their brain exactly. And when people are flustered, their brains start to forget their points, especially if they're not allowed to utilize, especially if they're not allowed to utilize any paperwork, and they're just going off the dome. Like if it's a if it's like a filibuster debate where you're just debating off of facts and knowledge, and therefore you have to go off of facts and knowledge personally, that you've backed up, and that you have already ready to go. Get what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, look at like some of like those previous debates with our caucus debates, because you'll see how in a lot of the debates, especially with Trump, how he pisses off the opponent, and that's where they lose. As soon as Trump says anything, and they go off, and then they start trying to attack his character, or they start trying to attack, well, he does XYZ, but Trump goes on to, you get what I'm saying? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So it's not enough. It's not enough. It's the briefing. It's always brief, but it's just enough to remind you of what you're just going to stay on top of, for what you already have, what you already have. What you're going to stay on top. What you're already going to stay on top of, for what you already have prepared. To debate on. So, but those curveballs you have in your repertoire, in your artillery, are always good weapons. Therefore, steer the debate to where you need them to go, and that also works in real life too. So yeah, that's all. That's all I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's get a battle. I've been lollygagging. Okay, I need to make this. Ooh, I have this team, but they're not level 8. I damn sure don't have that team. Nope, don't have her. Oh, I damn sure don't have those supports. Nope. I'm going to do this boss battle so I can get these. I get what you're saying, although I'm not entirely sure. Although I'm not entirely sure because it's people. It made this. That is true. That is true. No, I think he just pisses people off the simple the fact that the simple fact um, I'm in the middle of the line, right? I don't support or support. Does that make some sense? Like that's backwards. Um, I don't. I'm in between, right? Right. I don't care. Like I'm at the whatever as long as he doesn't um as long as he doesn't blow up the planet and he doesn't fuck up America too bad. Like, because America's already fucked up in certain ways as far as politically. You know what I mean? Like, America's a decent country. In fact, it's better than most countries. Um, we have our weaknesses here and there. Like when because I've been all over the world. So, like we have our weaknesses here and there. But as far as most other countries are concerned, we are pretty much stuff. And I'm not touting it like an American list. I mean, literally, I've been uh, Pakistan. I've been to London. London's nice. I've been to Germany. I've been to Japan. Now Japan's nice. I like the political structure. They're good for people. How things are there around there. Yeah. No. I'm more independent. Does that make sense? Meaning, like, and the reason I'm more independent is because I want what's best for the country, whatever means possible. So I I didn't vote for Hillary or Trump. That should tell you something right there, right? And people are like, "Well, you should have voted for Hillary or you should have voted for Trump because that's what the vote." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, my choice. You guys told me to vote. I voted because the way I wanted to vote. I didn't just vote willy nilly. I looked at the candidate who I thought would have helped people, even though I didn't care. I stood by certain people, and that's how it is. That's and people don't realize that we don't have a two-party system. We have a multi-party system. Problem is, people try to go one or two parties. It's like that's the weirdest thing. Like in Europe, there's a two-party system. Like that's just so weird. Like the U.S. doesn't have a two-party system; it is a multi-party system. But yet, what happens is people popularity go left or right instead of independent or environmental party or whatever other parties there are. We are a multi-party system. So it's funny, you know what I mean? So, like don't get it twisted. Some personal character, fuck his character. His politics, fuck his politics. But he is the president, so yeah, whatever happens, happens. Like, and I don't support. And what I mean is, I support. Here's where people go irritated, right? I support the fact, the position of president. I don't support the person. So he is our leader, right? I don't support him, but I support the position. Does that make sense? So say Joey, you're the president, right? I support the name position as president. I don't support you, Joey. Well, not personally. Get what I'm saying? Like I don't support you as your personal, your beliefs or whatever, but I support the fact that you're the leader of our government, and therefore you're the person that keeps Congress and the Senate in check, because our our government based on checks and balances. Without a president, Senate and the Congress would run rampant, and that's what worried me about um, the impeachment. So the Senate and Congress already had too much power, right? Um, yes, it was acquitted or whatever, but and you know what I'm saying? True, true, and I agree with that. But exactly, I agree. I understand that, but I don't have an effect anyway. See, here's my thing. This is where technology comes in. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but here's my thing. Um, I feel my vote doesn't matter regardless. And the reason I say this, excuse me, because my voice is not good. Here's what I say it doesn't matter anyway, because of the way technology is nowadays. The the popularity vote didn't even matter, and fine, because which is why Hillary's gonna get elected. Which is, and here's what people say: get mad at me. It's a good thing, because if Hillary got elected due to popularity vote, what's the point of our government? Here's why I say this. And I'll explain to you before you shoot my head off. Give me a second. Here's the reasons why popularity votes should never matter. Because if you get elected just because you're popular and not on your merit, what good are you for the government? Trump got elected because of his what he said he was going to implement his policies, how he's going to tear down the government, train the swamp. Plus, he's the only official first person I ever known not to ever be in politics, some kind of military background, to ever be elected president. So Hillary was a politician. I'm not even going her character, or if they say she was corrupt or not corrupt. But the popularity vote should never matter with the president. Go on merit, go on what you're running for. That's why I'm a little disappointed that Shane, excuse me, I can't say it right, but my throat has dropped out of the Democratic race, because you look at what he was running on, he probably would have been the best presidential candidate candidate for Democrats. He, oh my God, if you look at everything he was running on, oh my God, like it made so much sense. Like he probably would have been the best president. Bernie's getting popularity voting, and that's what worries me. I'm not worried about his damn health. There's been president's second in health. Matter of Bernie's getting popularity, and he's only running on people. Really, what's really stringing everybody along. One or two. His scholarship policy, which is to release all scholarships, and his Medicare for all. his version does. So, I I personally don't agree that Trump should have not have been president, but due to the fact that he did get elected because we're tired of politicians and people that were so fucking politicians, I can agree on that sentiment. What people didn't realize was the type of character traits that were overall going to persist. And what I mean by persist is we're gonna keep, how I say this, like people know Trump was gonna like people knew Trump for who he is. You're getting Trump. He is who he is, right? But they didn't foresee that he was gonna like persistently stay himself, right? I don't have a problem with you staying yourself because you are who you are, right? But that's where people were falling in line with. They're like, oh my God, like he's this blah blah blah, and what he said. Well, if you look back, he's been the same person. He's always been. So you can't really just expect him not to be any different. That's what tickles my fancy is like you put him in office expecting him to be different once he got in office, or not, or expecting slightly change, and then you get what you asked for, and it's kind of like, really? Don't complain, just endure it, or just vote for somebody else in 4 years. You know what I mean? So, yes, the electoral college. Yeah, because the electoral college with all of the states having more than one votes and all of that. Yeah, yeah, especially with gerrymandering. Oh God. Yeah. Uh, yep, exactly. 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 Man, you really, man, you keep your head on straight, man, because that is what we need with youth coming up, man. Sheesh, man, oh, man, I'm proud to be talking to a person like you, man. Man, you guys sounds like you got your heads right on where it should be, because it doesn't seem like like you're you're squashed by indoctrination. It seems like you're able to freely think and put shit together where it needs to be put together. True, true. Now, the only thing the older generation want to complain about is that he's attacking healthcare because he wants to bring down his deficit. Like not healthcare, but he's been attacking like Social Security and stuff like that because he's trying to bring down certain things about his deficit or what have you. So, and that's what my mom has been talking about. Um, but on all honesty, like they just don't like Trump because of who he is, like as a person. Like, but as far as presidential values, I agree. He has done really too much thing when you really look at his record. Like, like it just seems kind of like he's like really done too much of anything. And to be that honest, other than try to tear down everything that Clinton, I mean not Clinton, but Obama did, a little irritating because a lot of stuff that Obama did was beneficial. Like, the whole healthcare system Obama put in place is beneficial because it gives people who don't have insurance, insurance, some kind of way. Um, so yeah, it's a little it's tad irritating. Like he's trying to squash, I guess because Trump has personal vendetta against Obama because he thought Obama wasn't a citizen, but he is a U.S. citizen. He was born and raised in the U.S. Well, U.S. territory, which is still a U.S. born and raised citizen, because you become president because you were born U.S. Blah 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 blah. Yep, I agree. I agree, sir. Totally agree. Yeah, 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 and then that's what irritates a lot of the older people because yeah, I mean Obama was setting things in place, and um, the Senate and the Congress were fighting Obama and trying to put things in place because he was really just trying to set things up for people. Uh, it was irritating, I guess, but you know, it's what it is at that point. All right, man. Peace out, man. It was great talking with you. I'll go ahead and close down the stream. All right. Thanks for hanging around as long as you did. Everybody. Peace.